So Bruce, why does Sam hate Larry so much? He seems so charming.
Oh, Sam and Larry? Because Larry's a butt face. I think what I like about Burnout is how sleazy the bad guys are, and Larry's gonna get it one day. He's gonna get it. He's gonna get it in the face by me from Sam. He's just gonna shoot Larry in the face. But Larry has a lot of information. Yeah. Meanwhile, Larry's putting a gun to the back of my head while it's happening. Larry's a great weasel character, and there's no one like Tim Matheson to play weasels. Thanks, I think. So I don't know. I mean, I enjoy Larry. I'm glad Larry's coming back later this season to be annoying as hell. You love to be annoyed too. We love to be annoyed because Larry's gonna get it one day.
Actually, I just want to chime in on that and say, seriously, one of the things that we think about a lot is that, and one of the things that I think makes Larry a fun character to write, and I think it's the thing that Tim does really well, is Tim is somebody who can go from, and I'm not saying as a person, truly as a character, who can go from affection to rage believably in one step.
He's crazy.
Yeah, and really the idea was that Larry is someone who loves Michael enough that he's willing to kill Michael to just, because it's got to be done. Like, you're just not living up to yourself, so I'm going to kill you. I love you that much, kid. But when we think about sort of, we tend to think of characters in terms of, particularly bad guy characters as mirrors of Michael. And this idea that kind of Sam is the angel on Michael's shoulder, and Larry's really the devil on Michael's shoulder. And so... No, but I mean, if you think about it, like there's a really natural opposition there. So that Sam's approach to a situation with Michael is often going to be to say, we got to do the noble thing, we got to do this right, that kind of thing,
and we got to not involve Larry.
Yeah, absolutely. But Larry. One of the things that we really strive to do in having Larry talk to Michael is everything he says has to be true on some level. So when he says, kid, you got the soul of a killer, just let it out, man. Why are you listening to this loser, Sam, who keeps telling you not to be yourself, right? Like, we can solve this problem together. And Jason Tracy wrote that great speech for you. We called it the Sith Lord speech. And, we think of it in those terms. So, one of these days you're going to be saying to Michael, feel your anger. But that's how we think of it.
I believe we've got some more questions from you guys in the audience. I think it's time we have it. All right. So where are they coming from? Let's hear it. What have we got? What's the first question for our panel, please?
I was wondering whether Sam and Fiona would be more featured and make more decisions.
Good question. Who's that for? Who wants to take that question?
Well, I can say, Bruce, back me up here. One of the things we're doing this season is a lot more episodes where really it's either Bruce or Sam or Fiona taking the lead. So it's kind of their episode. So what have you thought of that? I've never asked you. I know it's kind of a pain in the ass, but it's a lot of work. But.
No, Matt, it's good. Thank you for the opportunity to entertain these people in a more extensive fashion than just drinking mojitos at Carlito's. There's a little more to Sam, I think we gotta find out, okay? Like, how many more ladies does he get this season? Are you volunteering? Can any of you act? It doesn't matter. Just send your pictures up over here with your phone number on it. Well, look, every actor likes stuff to do. They like more to do than less to do, even though they will complain about having too much to do in hot Miami. So, we always appreciate, all of our characters appreciate the writing that goes into it, because honestly, it's the least hassle, it's the best hassle-free writing situation that I've ever encountered as an actor. And I don't know what's coming next, and I don't care what's coming next. I just look really forward to the next script. Hopefully, like, you look forward to the next episode. So we feel the same way, and we're just glad that they acknowledge that we exist as characters and that they're sort of paying attention to us as characters, because we could easily be little parodies of these characters. I like the quirks of each of the characters. You know, it's not every character. If this show was on television, you wouldn't see a woman chain smoking like Michael's mother. Sam Axe would not be drinking beer while planning missions. You know, I mean, it just, and Fiona's crazy. She's as psycho as anybody. Yeah. All the women are like, yeah. There's an episode, has it aired, where she gets kidnapped?
Oh, no.
Oh, there's an episode coming up where Fiona gets kidnapped. Never kidnap Fiona. She is such a little shit. She'll do anything to get out of that room. She'll anything. And she's going to remember you, and she's going to come back. She's going to blow your face off. Anyway, so, I forget what the question was.
But I appreciate you trying to get a raise there, Bruce. That was good. Next question. Let's have it. What's the next question?
Bruce says, if you're looking for ladies, I'm here from Miami.
Come up here, let's have a look. Some breaking news. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry to interrupt my future wife. We have breaking news. Burn Notice Facebook page just hit 1 million fans.
Let's show some love, ladies and gentlemen. I want to hear it. Next question.
My question was, Matt, what inspired you to tell your story in the city of Miami?
Wait, sorry, say that one more time?
I missed that one. I think we all missed that.
For Matt,
say that again a little slower, Matt.
Yes, it's for Matt. I want to know what inspired you to pick the city of Miami to tell your story.
Other than the fact that you live there.
I think this one's for you.
It was an artistic decision that I made because the head of the network said it's set in Miami. No, but it actually was. I originally had not set it in Miami, and then the USA Network basically said, you know, they were actually really great, and they said, you know, this is going to work better in a sunny location. It's going to work better for our air, and we think. And they actually said, your script's kind of funny. It doesn't really go that well in Newark. Why don't you put it on someplace nicer? And, you know, the truth is, like, executives get a lot of flack, but they're smart over there, and I was kind of mad for a few pages, and then I was like, oh, this actually is way better. And so that's kind of how it ended up there. And then I actually knew Miami pretty well because I'd been there for 12 hours before a cruise. So I knew that one restaurant on Lincoln Road. I'm sure you've probably been. It's great. So I was going to set the whole show in the one restaurant on Lincoln Road, but fortunately, I learned a little bit more about the show before we actually had to do it, or about the city before we had to do it.